Reinforcements. We can't let them reach the Shadow Dragon.
I have it. We get rid of the black pools or the darkspawn keep coming. Not enough. Look for another black pool.
The faithful are dying!
Nice move, bro.
Join and destroy! They wait!
The shadows choose the entrance again.
Let's find it and tell them to open up.
There it is. The hidden entrance back into the shop.
It's Rook. All clear down here.
I'll get the door.
How did the Venatori find the Shadow Dragon's hideout? Isn't it a secret?
We help the people in Docktown. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn, that's different.
You really saved our skins there, Rook. Those Darkspawn could have destroyed us.
It wasn't just Darkspawn. Venatori were there too, and they weren't fighting each other.
How is that possible? Darkspawn attack all living things.
Darkspawn are blighted. If the gods control the blight, they might control the Darkspawn.
Darkspawn or Venatori, makes no difference. We'll defeat them all.
If you're looking for answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A warehouse on the other side of the city. Lots of cult activity. And some of them were spotted headed towards a shop. Could be a coincidence, or it could be something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go.
One day you'll move.
The Viper, or Asher, I suppose. Is he the leader of the Shadow Dragons?
One of them. He made his name freeing slaves and supporting their rebellions. He won't stop until slavery ends in Tevinter.
Nothing today.
Decorations?
Interested in something
Beautiful
that
things
glitters?
to bring warmth and joy.
help.
Find beauty in everything, friend.
So the Viper's real name is Asher?
A middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions, or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
Hey there. Hi. My shop's pretty new, but I've got armor, clothing. Come, take a look. Thanks for stopping. I know I can make something of this place.
Venatori, we have to be getting close to their hideout. More Venatori. They're probably here to keep intruders out.
Locked.
Eyes open.
keep moving, before more of them come crawling out. Lots of Venatori. We must be close.
Let God take power!
Right. That's all the Venatori guarding the place.
Great. The Venatori are up to something. Time to break it up. They're summoning Darkspawn.
How?
We stop them, then we figure it out. They're using magic to control that Darkspawn. We have to stop it.
This is why you don't mess with Darkspawn. For sure. You gotta
Got us at range. Watch it.
Shot them.
That's all of the Darkspawn and Venatori. Let's search the place and figure out what they were doing. This note. Knight Commander Lenos of the Minrathous Templars is being paid off by Venatori.
Damn it.
Look at this. Draining into the tunnels below the city, perhaps.
One more way the Venatori released blight into our tunnels. I'll tell the other shadows.
This explains the Darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the shadow dragons are. Exactly.
The gods gave the Venatori a relic they can use to control Darkspawn.
Hey, Rook. Is everything all right in there? Rook, I thought I'd see if you needed help. Did you find anything in there?
The risen gods taught the Venatori how to control Darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually a Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
You managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here. What else did you find?
The Venatori serve Elganon and Gillinane like we thought. They gave the cult control over Darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
We can handle anything the Venatori throw at us.
How do we know we can even trust you? You're not from here. You don't know Minrathous like we do. And we know as little about you as we do these risen gods you unleashed.
Now, what is it they say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. The cult has its hooks deep in the city. Venatori backers sit in the magisterium chambers, and now they wield power given to them by the gods. We'll have to get along if there's any chance of surviving this.
May, what are you doing here? You promised you'd lay low.
Tried it, didn't much care for it.
Who are you? And can we trust you?
Look at that. There are bounds to my infamy after all. Refreshing.
Rook's been working with us. Nevaris is one of the Shadow Dragon leaders.
I hope Minrathous hasn't been unkind to you. Tevinter is wary of the Qunari thanks to old and ongoing enmities. Mayvaris Talani, formerly Magister Mayvaris Talani, at your service.
Wait, formally?
My enemies conspired to have my magisterium seat stripped from me. We can talk about it later, if you want. My concerns feel petty when stacked against risen gods. The Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss, but you, Rook, are expected at the Swan.
Me? The Cobbled Swan? Why?
The First Warden is here to speak with you.
The First Warden? Let's hope we actually get some help with the Blight.
Come back when you can. I think we'll need your help again.
Have you heard the rumor about a new Venatori spot somewhere uptown?
I know someone in the area who's keeping watch. Find him in the library.
They're telling us to watch out for dogs.
But what if the Darkspawn come back?
Welcome to the shop. I'm Lorelei. Anything you need, just ask. I heard about the warehouse. Darkspawn, huh? Those damned Venatori. Come back anytime.
Hey, they call me Tick. Mother said I got stuck to her like one of them. Yeah, I guess it's not funny.
demons!
Souls alone as the light left. I was there, less alone.
You're a spirit of compassion.
My own name. But what of theirs? 3 I found, felled by demon claws, murdered. A connection I cannot see. I have impressions. But if I learn more, answers might unfold. This one. Green against grey stone. Rain, nourish. How she watched it bloom. Find who she was.
We've got a trail. We just need to follow it.
Hortensia. She was a gardener.
Green against grey. In debt, desperate. But still found hope. There are others. I would know more of them.
Someone selling cheese. We do need supplies for the kitchen. Ned, is this a good place to shop?
It's not bad. I'll make sure we get a good deal before we leave.
Interest you in fine imported cheeses? Pungent, sweet, nutty, bold? I have it all.
Wood, tools, woodworking supplies. Take a look. Come again.
Another demon killing. We need to get them away.
Beat the odds there.
The spirit of compassion. And another murder victim.
This one. A roof denied. Eyes skim over. Yet a world smudged in shadow. So beautiful. Find who he was.
There's a trail. We can follow it.
Cat. Were you friends with someone here? Charcoal drawings by someone named Evander.
A world smudged in shadow. He drew Docktown's darkness, but also its light.
Always good to have a convenient shortcut.
Witness and destroy!
There's a problem. Got us in the distance.
demons. It looks like another victim.
We need to chase this down.
I can't see!
Got us from a distance. Made it through that one.
All right, let's get them!
All set. Well, that's done.
Compassion?
This one. Curiosity undimmed. Just one more answer. Truth and story beneath the ruins. Find who he was. I will find you then.
Property of Marcus, scholar.
Story beneath the ruins. Fear for the future, and yet he continued. For himself and for her. All those I found, I held a hand as the light left.
Do you know something about the murder victims? What connected them?
Each was desperate. Each heard a whisper that tempted them, and each turned away. They defied the one who called them. The demons we saw were merely minions. Too late for these. But now I can watch and protect others. Something larger stirs, calling the desperate. I cannot see what. No, the hope you bring Dogtown thwarts it, and may you continue.
And another Fenarel altar.
Hey, behind you!
The gods sent another of their champions here.
Hitting us from range.
Go again. Look out! Got us at range. I'm ready. On your left.
We're getting good at this.
Devastation.
This was with my things. It looks like your handwriting. I didn't read it. Well, a couple of words. I thought it might be one of mine. I don't even know how it got there.
It's those wisps. I need more wards.
Oh, I can help with that.
I started this. I'll deal with it.
Solus lived here. The Dread Wolf, it was gonna have quirks.
Solus is the worst tenant I followed, and that's saying something.
Maybe they like you.
Do you follow the chantry? The pendant. I noticed it's Andrastian.
I barely keep the holidays. It's from an old job.
Oh, which one? Maybe I read about it in a Timenter paper.
I'm barely in the papers.
Oh, but when you are, it's on the edge of something exciting. What about that one story with the demon, the diamond, and the deadbeat magister? Oh, they mentioned you twice.
That was a hit piece.
Well, that tells me you're a big enough name to have enemies.
No, but the Magister was. Some Docktown nobody gets involved with his case? That's good gossip. They forgot my name in a week. The real trick with that job was the client ratting me out to the demon.
What?
It's always something. Funny how that didn't make the print. Tell me you read the rest of the paper too?
Oh, yes. Sometimes they have these stories, serials. They're thrilling, except they come out in pieces. I only see a few papers a year. I never know how the stories end.
These papers are from Minrathous, right? I'm guessing there's blood magic, murder, tears.
That checks out.
Who's the second most innocent character? 10 gold says that they're the killer.
What about the most innocent?
I don't know. They die?
What?
All right, Belle. You get me the name of your serial, I'll try and track the ending. Just don't say we didn't warn you. I'd like to go back anyway. Spend time in Docktown, pick up gossip.
One company?
Why not? Ready to go when you are. Look who's thoughtful.
I remember the Knight Commander before Lenos. He actually tried to help people. Made it.
Why does everyone call him the Viper?
Got some new supplies. Take a look. Come back anytime.
You know the antiquarian? His urchins come here for treasure. Pays well. Gold for treasure.
Are we here for the Shadow Dragons?
I trade news with the Shadows, but it takes more than one source to get along here. Besides, I was doing this before they came knocking, before Varret, too, right here in Docktown.
Do you miss Minrathous?
The Alluvium makes it easy to get to.
That's not an answer.
Look, I know what Minrathous is.
But it's home.
It doesn't let go easy. I'll give it that. Come on. There's paper sellers all over here.
Want to see if they got your name right?
Most papers don't say much, but read between the lines and you pick up a thing or two. I'm not here as much lately. I'll take what news I can get. Let's grab a few copies. We'll see if we can find Balara's cereals, too. All right, let's go.
So, before Varric, before the Shadows, you worked for...
Same as now. People who find me and have jobs worth taking. Docktown people, runaways, the desperate.
And you do this on your own?
I've got contacts, informants, people I cross paths with, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's just me. Okay, keep an eye out for paper sellers. We'll start on the north side of Lower City.
How many do we need?
Don't worry, I'm paying. Let's get started.
We'll take a paper, thanks.
Best word? Docktown, right
This one
here.
quotes several magisters, several lies.
How did you fall in with the Shadows?
I'd worked with some of them before. Not that they were upfront about it.
What changed?
I was after a missing person. The Viper was hunting slavers. Our paths had the same end.
And your missing person?
Free and breathing when we finished. The Shadows brought me in after that.
More than one person. You'll read it here first.
One, please.
I'll save this one for the Viper. Leaving the papers to me.
local fish fry.
So most of the time you work here alone. You like it that way?
It's easier.
But you like us, right?
You're all right.
Another rebellion? Here's what we know.
One paper, thanks.
What happened in Marnus Pell?
I've got a contact who works this area. Let's see if he's around.
You've got a good eye. I'm starting to think my cooking lack taste. Go on, take a closer look.
Okay. The charm's good against all manner of curses and manipulation. Fair price. And you won't find better in the Circle District.
You won't find better at the Circle, but you will off the docks. For half the price and twice the enchantment.
Nev.
Alec?
Oh, if you say it's... thanks. I'll pass. Sorry.
Hey, if I'd known, I would have told you. Come back next week. I'll buy another paper.
I write them myself. The Magisters. They don't print the truth.
Most honest thing I'll hear today. What about you? Is it something you're buying, my friend?
Rook. And not unless you deal in poison.
Me? You got the wrong guy. Although I could get you a name. What about you, Nev? You're not here for poison.
Just looking for gossip.
Not much that'd interest you.
We chased a relic through Docktown. The buyer was Venatori, but the smuggler belonged to the Thread Crime Syndicate. You're a Thread?
We don't deal with cultists. Your smuggler broke the rules. She's out.
And the Venatori?
There's been more in Docktown. Boss says it's under control. But between us, I don't like it.
Then it's worth keeping an eye on. If you hear anything...
So will you.
You know a member of the Thread Crime Syndicate, personally.
Don't tell me you're surprised.
With you? I thought surprise was a given.
Careful. Surprises here lead to trouble.
Trouble's not always a bad thing.
All right. Come on. If we want more gossip, we need more papers. Let's head to the south side.
You've lived in Docktown your whole life?
Since I was born. Unless I'm out of the city for a job. Had a few apartments around town. The current one, it's...
Here's what we know.
The Viper! More than one person. You'll read it here first.
You've been an investigator for a while.
It's not a short story.
You've made it this far. Is there a secret?
Trust people enough to get things done, not enough to get you killed.
And that's how you stay out of trouble?
No, but it's the best shot you've got.
The best material in Minrathous. The latest chapter is here.
We'll take one.
One of Belle's cereals. Great.
Circle District Gossip. Read the latest.
Leaving so soon? You know, Varric hired me not far from here. Come on, Slick. Stop a ritual. Save the world. It'll be fun. I should have said no.
Read it here first.
Come to buy? I'm sure we can strike a deal.
The real news in Docktown. Get it here. Scandal and enchantment. Read it here first.
You're an interesting customer.
I came down here to procure.
The real news in
I'm told
Docktown.
Docktown is
Get it
a
here.
discreet place to shop.
Scandal and enchantment. Read it here first. The real news in Docktown. Get it here.
Circle District Gossip. Read the latest.
Scandal and enchantment. Read it here first. The real news in Docktown. Get it here.
Please come again, I guess.
Scandal and enchantment. Read it here first.
Where are you going? There's papers calling our name. Let's stick to the south end.
The real news in Docktown. Get it here. Scandal and enchantment. Read it here first.
Paper, thanks.
The real news
I think
in
we've got
Docktown.
enough.
Get it here.
What now?
Now I'm starving, and I know the best place in the city.
All right. Scandal and enchantment. Read it here first.
Catch a show at the Cobbled Swan later? After work.
The lighthouse doesn't have this.
What?
A view of the water. I don't know, it helps me think. But we've got places to be. Come on.
You! This fish won't eat itself. I said next time you were here it was free.
Sure thing, Hal. Next time.
Yeah, it's always something.
Joining Varric. Us. Do you really wish you'd said no?
No. I just have a bad habit of picking jobs that go sideways. I think I'd learn.
I'm the same way. Taking jobs that go wrong. I'm basically a walking disaster.
So you're saying I'm a disaster?
I'm saying you're not alone.
Varric said this job would end with Solus. We'd stop a ritual, then I'd walk away. But those gods escaped. Not much of a win. And if the world falls, the city goes too. It's not like I'll find work then.
Is that why you said yes? To save Minrathous?
People will tell you Minrathous is broken. And they're right. It's corrupt. Petty. Saving the world won't fix it. I take the small wins, Rook. Hal's serving fish another day, getting past the next scrape alive. Sometimes you're lucky. Sometimes you get more. But the tables always turn. It's better if you know it's coming.
We got in over our heads, didn't we?
Same old story.
The gods weren't a twist?
I've seen worse.
Then I'm glad you stuck around.
Misery loves company.
Does the Magisterium explain why the Archon paths
It wasn't a mistake. You know how finicky those magical weapons are.
It's just so sad.
Docktown's never short on nightlife, is it?
It's when the streets are most alive. And when I'm likely working.
It offers an escape, and it's exciting. I still don't know how anyone sleeps through the noise.
Did you see what he said in the
Do Templars really not have authority over mages in Tevinter? What happens if there's blood magic? What do they do?
Depends on the Templar. Depends on who's bought their loyalty.
What do you do when the authorities can't be trusted to do the right thing?
That's how I keep busy.
Hostile takeover!
So what do you think?
I think it's weird. Me too.
of us look bad,
You read the notes on the Circle Road case?
The murdered Magister's aide? Killed with an arrow instead of magic.
Hit him harder!
Like that.
That one's up!
You read the notes on the Circle Road case?
The murdered Magister's aide? Killed with an arrow instead of magic. Hard to get an angle like that.
It is. Where would you take it from?
I don't know the place that well, but there's a tower not far that would get a clean shot. And good cover.
But if you were angry and in a hurry, if the shot were more lucky than planned.
Well, there's that bridge. Wait. Why are you asking me?
You're from Ferelden, aren't you? Always good to see you in here, Rook. Come back anytime.
You're new as well, right? I am the dog cat.
Pros love a good zipline.
So, how well do you know the Viper? Because I've heard things.
Oh? What things?
Like, no one really knows who he is.
Is that right?
That maybe he used to be a slave and now fights slavers?
That would make sense.
Or that he's the Archon or a Magister in disguise.
Decent theory.
You know, don't you? You know!
What makes you say that?
You totally know.
Come on. Ilario will meet us at Cafe Pietra. It's not that far from here.
We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while. The markets are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here. Treviso. Barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary.
This place, does it feel very different?
In some ways, more than I expected. But then, perhaps it's me. Ah, here.
A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
So, you and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now. Here's the place. Velara mentioned the daily seafood recipe she wants to make.
The demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team.
Have you seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katerina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me. And I was her favorite.
Welcome to the Dapper Duelist. We favor lighter wear here, but have heavier armor in stock as well.
A good selection. Fresh fruit. Nev only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes, and Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern tooth dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katarina would never let me have one of these, though.
Welcome. Mariana and I run the best fruit stand in Treviso.
Cafe Pietra's just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin? Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
Don't be shy. Come on over. Whatever you like.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please. You think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook? My cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
Bitter's good. Chocolate is better.
They have chocolata calda. It was my favorite drink as a child.
I think you're shaming me, but I love a good chocolate caldo. So, have we done enough three crows in a coffee shop chatting about nothing to bore the spies?
Just about. The most persistent one gave up when Lucanis started getting all romantic about the roasts.
It's a very good roast. So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Virantium.
I have a friend who's very good at finding people.
Katerina was first Talon. This is crow business. We can handle it.
Apparently not. Your lead is no good, cousin.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Sarah could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Sarah would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave this to me.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
Let him. Crew business or not, we'll find Zara ourselves.
Good.
So are you glad to be back in Antiva?
It doesn't feel real yet. And it wasn't this full of Antam when I left.
I haven't gotten used to it either.
They say taste and smell awaken our strongest memories. For so long, memories were all I had. But whatever the circumstances, the here and now is a much finer place to be. How's your...
Oh, Minrathas needs one of these.
You can't force these spaces. They just kind of form where people are.
The market never stops, even during occupation.
I've always loved market days. Except for when they're occupied by Antam.
What? What?
So they found him?
With bruises. Antam, stumbling out of the tavern, shoved him about the street for fun.
The alluvian's working. We're finding help. It's not a bad start.
This started with us failing to finish the last job.
Okay, it's not a bad second start.
Maybe the third will be perfect.
I'm sorry, but Taurus got away.
You win some, you lose some.
Would you like me to get you something? Tea? Cake? Arrow in his temple? Whatever you need. I'm glad the market's still open during occupation. It probably helps to feel that some things are still the same.
Almost feels like home.
Anything I can help you?
So this is Treviso now. Have some hope. Those haven't given up. They won't last much longer if the Antar have their way.
That's a problem.
What? We are found! Attack!
Don't worry, Tyr and Viago sent us.
You're not more Antam, are you? Prove it and kill them! They killed Garrett! They killed my cousin!
Take your shot.
Look on the left!
Let's suck alive!
That's done. Are you Jacobus?
Darren, my cousin. Please, you have to finish Derek's contract. It's about the Butcher. My cousin was going to spy on the Butcher. He told me we'd pick up the contract from a dead drop. But then, Someone has to finish this for Dareth. Please.
We will. You should get back to the diamond.
I will, just give...
We should... That note said Dareth should pick up the contract at the usual place across from Teir and Viago. Just follow the marks. The crow who dropped it off left marks for Dareth to follow.
I saw something like that on a wall we passed earlier.
Let's go look.
Got it.
That's a crow marker. Real tricky to throw. That's got to be Dareth's trail. Keep an eye out. Another mark this way. Here's another crow mark.
A fine evening, is it not?
So, are you getting used to your new abilities?
I'll be getting used to them forever.
Fair enough. We can't be sure you're even mortal anymore.
What? I was just exaggerating. What do you mean I might not be mortal? Nev? Nev!
Our next crow mark. This is where the marks lead. Dareth's contract must be here somewhere. The butcher is making poison. Carmec.
I've heard of it. It does things to your mind. Nothing pleasant.
If I were the butcher, it'd be a good way to keep people in line. The Antom brought in a Carmec master to mix the poison. He's at the garrison. We stop him there before this goes any further. Hold on. Let's go.
End this.
Whatever you say.
We're in. Let's find the comic master.
They have no role. They do not exist. Choose to exist. Traitors parted. Fight us for Treviso, that is true. We respect the fight and the pride.
This place is forbidden!
Not to the crows!
Company, get ready.
Here we go!
Watch behind you.
I have will made flesh. So much flesh. Finally, the fight the butcher denied has come to me. Prove my word.
Crows are here to end your threat, poisoner.
Poison. You face the gift of the god.
How does he even work with the butcher? We'll ask questions after it's dead. It's done. The Karmic Master's dead. Good. That's good. First things first. Let's destroy the rest of the poison. Then we figure out what was going on here. That's the last of the poison, thankfully. Let's look for anything else that explains... Wait. This note says that wasn't all the Carmec. The butcher's angry because some went missing.
Who got their hands on it?
No idea. But the note does mention the butcher's inside traitor. The occupation had help. Tyr and Viago need to know they were right.
Are you out of your minds? I told you crows to stay out of this!
Out of what? Defending our home?
If we had a stronger civil government instead of a bunch of circus criminals, the Antam wouldn't have a foothold in the first place!
Who is this?
This is Governor Evenchi. They have concerns.
My concern is how you've endangered the city.
We're defending Antiva.
These protections are in place for the good of everyone. You act without oversight.
We crows are the oversight.
And yet, here we are, awash in Antam. And now, you've angered the butcher.
It's bigger than whatever it is you're whining about. The gods are corrupting some of the Antam.
And the butcher?
You two were right. He had help taking the city. Human traitors.
I didn't want to believe it. Killing the butcher does nothing if someone could just sell us out again.
I'd start right here. You Talons are known for infighting and betrayal.
I've had about enough. A fellow crow died for this contract.
That's enough. Rook, thank you for finishing that contract. The only reward we have is to ask you for more.
It's my home too.
Evenchi is right about one thing. The butcher will not like that we're fighting back.
We need to be ready. Rook, I will have every crow tracking this traitor and the gods, and we will send word when we find something.
The stakes are too high. This should be left to proper officials.
Go back to filing trade receipts, Evenchi. The crows rule Antiva.
And Treviso will be free. With or without you, Governor.
A sharp eye, a quick mind, and luck. That's most of the job.
So, do you think I could become one? An investigator?
It takes a certain amount of focus, too.
Oh, okay, well, maybe not then. I still can't believe it. I'm talking to the Nev Gallus.
And that's sweet, but I don't need the flattery.
Right, just a person I'll try to remember.
Rook, here to join us?
Just came to see how Ballara's doing.
Oh, I'm good. Great, even. Nev and I were just talking, casually.
Ballara had more questions about my work. She can be quite persuasive.
It all sounds so exciting. The things you've done, the people you've helped.
Those are the ones that go well. You don't hear about the rest. Everyone wants a scandal. Or a happy ending.
Or both, like the time you told the Marquis to—
Hold on. I don't think Rook's interested in that story.
But you don't need to tell me if you're not comfortable.
It's less that, and more that the story needs the right atmosphere. After dark over bad coffee. Or expensive wine. Take your pick.
Speaking of, what's the situation with cooking exactly? Are we on a rotation or what? I can help out. I'm a pretty good cook, with some things at least. Well, most of the time. Sometimes I get distracted and things burn.
Then I hereby excuse you from kitchen duty.
I promise I'll keep an eye on the stove.
Do you mostly cook Dalish foods? I haven't had a chance to try many.
Sometimes. Not a lot of options when you're out in the forest. But I've learned a lot of different cooking styles. And Tivin, Rivani. Oh, I even learned how to make Tevinter Khachapuri.
Wait, real Khachapuri? The hollowed out bread? 3 kinds of cheese? I love Khachapuri. What about you, Rook? What are you craving?
Cheese and bread were the only words I needed to hear.
You have no idea.
It's good, with the right cheese, which can be hard to find out in the forest.
Well, we'll have to see what we can find you. You should have an assistant, someone to make sure it doesn't burn. See if it tastes right, that sort of thing.
Nev Gallus, helping me cook?
Again, the flattery is...
Right, just a person, got it.
Great, now, let's see what we can scrounge up.
Rook, do you have a minute?
Of course. Something wrong?
Thea wants to meet.
Any day you spend with the 7th Talon is a good day.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh, right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spike gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Thea waiting.
Tarquin, my dear, have you thought about doing anything else with your life? You hate being a Templar.
It's a job.
But you're miserable.
I don't think a new job will help with that.
Lorelei, everything good?
Same as always. New wares today, just for you. Till next.